Villager hunt time! So hello everyone, I'm Tofu, and today, as you can probably guess, we're on a villager hunt. We're on the island of Gaol-Town, and we're looking for a mayor. So one of the characters that I would love to have would be Beardo, Raymond, or Dobie. This is neither of those three, this is Bones. I've got 75 tickets to try and find one of the characters that I would like to be mayor of my island. But I'm not kind of like too fussed if I have to settle. There are still characters that I would love to fulfill certain roles. So Harry or Barold would be a kind of unemployed bum. Still we need someone to join Matilda as far as these kind of street gang, the street thugs, and things like that. So if you're new to Gaol-Town, it's a very kind of narrative driven island in which I've got various characters fulfilling roles. So I've got a mafia kind of going on, being Marlowe. He's the mafia boss. He's got his bodyguard, which is currently Biff, and Biff has a girlfriend, being Renee, the rhino. This is Annabelle, I think, the armadillo. It is Annabelle. Obviously counts as an anteater, but she looks like an armadillo, so grand. Anyway, back onto Gaol-Town. Yeah. We then have we're looking for a mayor-like character who thinks they're in charge, but actually it's Mafia, it's Marlowe who's running the show. There's going to be some street gangs, so some girls, tough girls, that are kind of bullying certain characters. We have Mira, who is like a false hero, so she thinks she's cleaning up the island of crime, but actually she's not really having much impact at all. And we also have Raddle on the island, so he's our suspicious doctor, so you need something made, or you need something got for you. No questions asked, he's your man. Anyway, who is on Bamboo Island? Ticket number 3. Oh, Wolfgang. A very fabulous looking wolf. Not someone we're after, but still pleasant to see nonetheless. So we must move on. See if we can find Old Man Wolf is in Dobie. Or obviously Beardo or Raymond would work just as well. It feels like an absolute age since I've actually been doing anything on Gaol-Town, so I've been very focused on Tanglewood. Here is Ali. She is actually one of the girls I would like to be in part of the street gang along with Matilda. Kat or Bella would also work, as would Cherry. It's a bit early to start looking for a settle right now, so we won't be taking her. But I love this girl, she's very sassy looking, I think she would work very well. But as I was saying, I've had a lot of focus on Tanglewood, my jungle island. I had the Nooks Cranny kind of speed build. I finished off the remaining island kind of design. I then did the full tour. I've then done my villager kind of fact video, which was my most recent video. And yeah, there's just been a lot of focus on that. That's Naomi in the background. I'm not going to talk to her. She is disgusting. She comes up far too regularly in my hunts and I don't like it. A massive thank you to everyone that has watched, liked or subscribed off of any of those videos, by the way. Some of those videos have done really well. I've got a lot more comments than I generally do as well, so it's just nice interacting with people. This is Gala, by the way, a very nice looking pig. I've heard a rumour that she's meant to be like a piggy bank, almost like kind of design, which is why she's got that almost painted flower kind of look to her face, or the side of her head even. I mean, it's kind of interesting. Maybe something I should look up. I definitely need to focus a little bit more on Gaol-Town. Oh, there's Anka. I'm going to say hello because she's gorgeous. But yeah, I've been putting off the building of the entrance for Gaol-Town just because I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. I think I'm pretty set on creating a really kind of nice and elegant looking area. So the mayor, eventually when we get them, and Mira, being a superhero, will kind of live there, and it will look really kind of nice when you first enter the island, and then you'll go down a ramp maybe, or kind of just slowly go into these areas that start kind of, I guess, devolving, and going into like kind of overgrown urban area, almost like slummy kind of area. Our first Anticipation Mountain. Who will we find at the top? And we will bust out our ladder. Have I got it on my tool ring? I do. My god, I'm so organised. And we have in 3, 2, 1. No! It's Scoot, I believe. Wearing his water polo helmet. kind of looks like underwear. No thank you. I'm definitely going to have to visit a treasure island in order to gather a load of materials for the entrance build when I eventually get onto it. I don't remember this mouse's name. Is it Limburg? It is indeed. He would kind of work kind of like the Barreled or Harry type character for my island, like the kind of unemployed bum that people kind of just make fun of. But not someone we're after today. Another bamboo island. Who will we find this time? Always on the beach. Oh, usually. Oh, I did. Well, that's ironic. I didn't actually see them. It's Camo Frog. Weird how there's just a floating T-shirt just on this island, right? Moving on. So the real reason I'm kind of doing a Crimecore island is just, to be honest, I made a list of characters that I just didn't like and that I thought were kind of like just ugly. Speaking of ugly, there's Hippo. Okay, moving on. But yeah, I made a list of characters that I generally don't have because I don't like their design or things like that. And then I started kind of just making up this silly kind of roles in my head as to what they would do on the island. And it just kind of went from there. So Gaol-Town was basically just an excuse to kind of get characters that I don't generally have. And yeah, I overlook a lot of the time. And because I kept on making all these different kind of roles and headcanon for the different characters that we were going to get, the list kind of got bigger and bigger. And so there's a few characters that are actually quite nice. So Cherry, the kind of dog, Cherry the dog, and Raymond, the cat. This is Diva the frog, by the way, one of my wife's favourites, because she's just gorgeous. She definitely wasn't swayed by the fact that she was one of these starters for her islands. I also love the idea of Gaol-Town just kind of constantly evolving as far as like the kind of story, the background of all the different characters, and just what's generally on the island. I'm stalling because I don't remember this penguin's name. I'm going to say Rolled, but not 100% on that. When I should be 100% on that. It is Rolled. He's definitely seen some things, hasn't he? With those just big dead eyes. Maybe he knows where I'm from. That's why he's really kind of just spacing out. Doesn't want to go there. I am very much open to different suggestions as far as this island goes as well. For characters, if you can, you know, suggest a character that you think would fit on the island. Obviously we're looking for criminal, suspicious types, so just bear that in mind. But also various kind of areas of the island when we're designing. So recently someone suggested a club for Marlow to run, and I absolutely love that idea. I'm going to really kind of play with that. This is Lucy, by the way. I think she's probably a bit too innocent for our Crimecore island, so we will be leaving her here. Quite a nice design for a pig though. And who do we have this time? Another penguin, I believe. Is his name Tex? Let's just see, here he is. I believe it's Tex. Who are you? Tex indeed. No thank you, Tex. You're just not someone that's suited for my island, unfortunately. But not bad design. Just not someone we're after. So I probably should have explained why I was after the three characters, Dobie, Raymond or Beardo, kind of straight away when I mentioned them. But I'm looking for them to be my mayor kind of characters. Dobie, I think, is like almost an old man, kind of just forgetful, and so he doesn't realise that the mafia and all the crime is actually going on. Hello, Chow. I don't like Chow. But yeah, Raymond, I think, would be the kind of good character for it, because he'd be so kind of keen on his appearance that he doesn't even realise that all this crime's going on. He's all about the appearances. And Beardo, I think, is kind of the same. He's got more of a kind of pompous air. I think he kind of gives off more kind of like an English town type mayor, whereas like very old-fashioned. Again, thinks he's the boss, but actually he's not. With Beardo, I kind of get the impression that, because I said an English kind of old town mayor, because of the tweed jacket and the moustache, I kind of get the impression that he likes to be going around called Major. Says things like preposterous and poppycock, things like that. So I think he just worked for that role. This is Al. Not really into him. He's generally fine, but I don't know, I'm just not really into the gorillas that much. Poof! And away we go! I am expecting this villager hunt to just kind of go on for a little while. Mostly because my last 2 villager hunts when it comes to Gaol-Town, I found 4 villagers that I would actually like in 2 hunts, so yeah, it went really well, so my luck's got to run out at some point. This is Dom, really cool looking sheep. Not really someone we're after for our Crimecore island. But a very nice character all the same, and I can see why he's so popular. And who do we have on Waterfall Island? I don't think I saw them, so... Excuse me, my voice is kind of cracking. Yes. I believe it's Alfonso. I'm going to have to double check his name. Who are you, alligator sir? It is indeed Alfonso. Pretty sure Alfonso was in the Animal Crossing anime movie. Is he not the character that tries to catch the kind of male villager? And then Rosie's meant to be helping him, and then Rosie runs off, and so he just gets like absolutely destroyed. Pretty sure. I do love these autumnal kind of tones with all the different coloured trees. Samson? Question mark? No, it is Samson. I'm doing fairly well for the names this time round, so that kind of surprises me. Goodbye, Orange Island. Do we have one of our mayor-like figures? No, we have Walt. Walt would have been very good as one of the kind of bodyguard type characters. I'm going to say hello to him. Yeah, I think he would work as a bodyguard. Obviously, he's got that little scar under his eye. And he looks like a generally tough guy. We've seen some decent characters, we've seen some good characters that would actually work for the Crime Island, and we've seen some absolute dreamies, but this is Eric. I'd say he's a very good character, very nice design. Definitely would suit like cottagecore or any kind of like Christmassy island. Probably a bit too innocent of a soul to bring to our crime town. Anyone good this time? We'll head over to the beach. And we have Zucker. A very nice kind of character again. Not someone we're really after. Moving on. And we have this time... ... Octavian. So another octopus. I mean, he would probably work on Crime Island. He's a very kind of upset, cranky looking guy. Not sure what his role would be, but he'd probably just suit. But we're not going to be taking him this time around. So do we think we're actually going to find one of our mayor characters, or am I going to have to settle? This is Rhonda. I think Rhonda would have worked really nicely as the bodyguard's girlfriend kind of type character. But we did find Renee, so won't be taking Rhonda this time round. Maybe in the future. Maybe chop and change a few things around every now and again. I'm very much open to kind of chopping and changing as far as villagers go though. I've obviously got a little pool of characters that can fulfill the different roles. My wife, Mumsy Word, is definitely after Spike, or, you know, would love me to have Spike on the island because I got Renee, and so Spike and Renee, both rhinos, would work really well. But we're going to give Biff a chance. Maybe he can, you know, be the bodyguard for Marlowe, and then in our head canon we can make it so that he didn't do a particularly good job, Marlowe gets rid of him and then tries to hire Spike. I didn't acknowledge that was Celia, by the way. A very nice looking eagle. Also, look at my monocle, it's just floating off of my face. How very creepy. Are we going to find one of our three? onto the right. No, we're not. It's O'Hare. With his straw boater hat. That kind of clips through his ears. He's alright. But just kind of alright. He's like a 5 out of 10. I just had a mini heart attack. Right, what seems to have happened is as I was loading up Animal Crossing, because this is essentially a second session, like I got too busy with my day, so I had to do a little pause, and this is the next day. And as I was changing the time back to obviously match my previous villager hunt, for some reason I then started playing, and Isabel started doing the daily announcement. And I was like, that's not right. And so then I thought the plot was going to autofill. I quickly kind of cancelled it, changed it to the correct date, and had to just double check. And luckily, it's all good. So, thank God for that. I thought this was going to be a complete disaster. This is Marcy, by the way. We had her previously on the island of Gaol-Town. But she's too innocent for this kind of crime island, to be honest. Once we got Marlowe, she kind of decided she wanted to run off very quickly. But we move on, because obviously she's not someone we're after. Definitely not the best way to start a new session, but there we go. Disaster averted, so we carry on with our hunt for Dobie, Raymond, or Beardo. This is none of them. Hello, Jay. Couldn't actually remember Jay's name, so I was stalling for a little second there. But again, he's not one of our three. Moving on. I feel like I'm on edge after that. Oh, that's going to calm me down. It's Francine. She's hiding behind a tree somewhere. Where are you, cutie? There you are. I do like Francine. She was on my very first kind of island of Skytree, New Horizons, and I love her. I was always looking for Chrissy to kind of match the twins up. Sisters, I guess? Are they twins? I don't know. But yeah, I always wanted Chrissy just so they could go together, but I never managed to find her. But my wife, Mumsy Word, she managed to get them both on her island, so good for her. Speaking of Mumsy Word, she has just completed her very first island. She is a notorious kind of restarter, and so generally doesn't actually finish the whole design of an island. But yeah, she's managed it this time. Oh, I'm going to interrupt myself because it's my girl. It's Goldie. I love this girl. Obviously, she's on Tanglewood. I love her. She's never leaving Tanglewood ever. Ah, what a good girl. Yeah, speaking of good girls, Mumsy Word. Go give her newest video a visit. So she does a full tour of her island. It's pretty good. I think you'll all enjoy it. Can we make it 3 great villages in a row? Let's find out. I wouldn't say great, but certainly not bad. It's Nibbles. I always seem to forget when villagers are peppy. I just don't really have any kind of memory for peppy characters. It's really weird. I just assume they're always something else. And this time we have... ... Snooty. And she is snooty. In both name and personality. She's okay looking. I kind of like her angry eyebrows. And her colour scheme is just very nice, very eye pleasing. Very nice kind of shades of purple, yellow and that light pink. Not bad. Not someone we're after, but very nice all the same. Really random thing, but I am British and so therefore it is the law to talk about the weather, but it has dipped, like temperature wise, has dipped majorly here in the UK. Here's Flip, by the way. But yeah, it feels absolutely freezing in this room, and so I might actually have to whack the heating on, or maybe even throw a hoodie on. I know we're getting into December, so naturally it's kind of the colder months, but it just feels like the temperature's kind of dropped like 10 degrees C recently, which is pretty significant. I have no idea what that is in Fahrenheit. I don't work in Fahrenheit, so sorry about that. And who do we have this time? Oh, it's my other boy. It's Filbert. I love this boy. We're getting all the Tanglewood villagers up in the house. Goldie, then Filbert. Oh, so much cuteness. And I saw Francine from Skytree. They're all trying to really make it up over the fact that I had that scare when I first turned on the game. Another Bamboo Island. And we shall see Muffy. Very, very stark compared to all the greens. Goth Queen. How are we doing? I do like her unique design. She feels like she would fit in very kind of specialist kind of themes for islands, but she just works, you know. So Nintendo are having a sale, I think because of Black Friday, and so a load of their games on the eShop are at a lower price than usual. And so I'm looking at the Taiko kind of drum rhythm games. Last time they had a sale, I looked at that kind of game, and it was a really low price, and I kind of and ahed about it. And then I missed the sale. It was like a flash sale for like a weekend. And this time it's on sale again, so I'm considering buying it. By the way, this is Pashmina, very, very nice looking goat. Yeah, she's cool. I also like her jumper. But anyway, yeah, are there any games that you have either bought or would be considering buying on sale? Me and my wife actually went to a performance of Taiko drummers a few years ago now. But those guys and girls were absolutely ripped. Like, that is a proper workout. If you don't know what the Taiko drums are, they're those big kind of Japanese wooden drums. They generally are on a stand because they're so big. I think there's some in the festival music artwork of KK's. I can't think of the music title at all. But yeah, they featured a lot in like anime during kind of like summer festivals and things like that. I haven't really mentioned it, by the way. This is Chevra. She's a nice enough goat. But we move on. Yeah, that Taiko drum performance was really, really good, and it was just something that was kind of found on a whim. To be honest, I think we got a random advert on Instagram or Facebook, something like that, and it suggested something really good. Speaking of something good, there's Pico. I'm not going to say hello to her because that just, you know, I'd have to hop over the river and then hop back. We know we're not going to have her, but she's a very nice character. I'm not even sure where we are ticket-wise. Oh, there's Sprinkle. She's nice. Not for this island, but again, we're getting a lot of very good characters in this session. It's making me very suspicious as to whether we're going to find the characters we want. So I just had a quick check, and there is 34 tickets left, so still plenty of time to find someone decent. This is Rooney. I don't consider him decent. He's just kind of meh. Moving on. So out of the three, who do you think would make the best mayor? Like Raymond, Dobie, or Beardo? This is Angus. Obviously not someone we're after. I'm just not really into Angus. But yeah, I guess popularity aside, who do you think would be the best mayor? Like, I think Beardo really kind of suits that role. He just has that look, personally speaking. I think Dobie would work as like a kind of, he's been in the job for far too long and needs to retire, but for some reason just doesn't want to let go. I definitely feel that Raymond would be more of a kind of modern twist, and so he's the kind of, almost the cool kind of guy. Tries to implement a lot more kind of modern things compared to Beardo or Dobie. I don't remember her name. Canberra. Yes, okay. I had to pull that from the depths of my brain. I know that my wife got her on a species roulette that she did. I think it was the very first one she did as well. She's alright. I'm not really into the koalas, but yeah, she's okay. I do like her angry eyes. Seems to be a common theme. I just like the angry-eyed kind of villagers. Most of the time, anyway. Surprised I haven't seen Rudy yet, to be honest, just because obviously we're not really after him on this island, but I would love him on Tanglewood. And so I've been waiting for him to show up, and he just hasn't. Maybe he just doesn't like me. He's only shown up once. This is Patty. Very normal looking cow. Even though she's peppy. But design wise, she's very just kind of nice. Just, you know, very plain in that very nice way. Never someone I've had before. Who do we have this time? Admiral. No. I guess in my usual standard, for the last 20 or maybe 15 tickets, that will be where we consider it to be settled territory. So any of the kind of roles, or characters that can fulfill the roles I've mentioned previously, would work as a settle. This is Miranda. Yes, fabulous. Pleasant pink duck, but not someone we're after, so we carry on with our hunt for the mayor. We just need to find this mayor character. The office is in shambles, Isabel's just losing her mind. There's a ceremonial tree to be planted. I don't remember this bird's name, I never remember this bird's name. It's Peck. Oh, fabulous. I remembered something. Oh, release the balloons. I am really bad when it comes to certain characters. Obviously, everyone knows my bad memory for penguins, but Peck seems to be one of those kind of characters I just never seem to remember. I'm just surprised I did. Like I said previously, the fact that this is going on for a little while kind of gives me the impression that I'm not going to find someone good, I'm going to have to settle. We've obviously been very lucky with our past 2 villager hunts when it comes to Gaol-Town. We found 4 villagers in 2 hunts, so that's pretty good. This is Kevin. I'm not really into Kevin. Goodbye, Kevin. Hello. Who do we have? Oh, it's a Money Rock Island. It's been a long old while since we've seen one of them, and it's Eugene. No, thank you. Will there be a surprise amongst the oranges? I'm guessing no. Oh, I was wrong. It's our new mayor. Hello, Beardo. Oh my god, hello. Oh, you fabulous bear, you. Wow, and here I was thinking we weren't going to find anyone. Oh, come to my island. You're going to run it all. Apart from not really, but as far as you're aware, you're going to run it all. Very glad to have you. Yeah, we found Beardo. Nice. And what's the good word, Isabel? We have a new mayor on the island. Welcome, Beardo. This island has been so lucky when it comes to villager hunts. Surely that luck's going to run out some point. And here he is, the man of the hour. Congratulations on your mayoral victory, sir. The Beardo Express. It's arrived at the station. So guys, I'm going to end today's episode here. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. For the next video, I'm going to be working on the entrance to Gaol-Town. So, like I said previously, I'm going to try and make it really kind of elegant, really fancy. And then, as you move further into the island, it becomes this like overgrown urban area. Becomes a bit more dilapidated. And that's where all the kind of crime and bad things happen. So yeah, thank you very much. Hope to see you in the next one. And have a good one. Laters!